Hi. For this video, I'm just showing you guys how I draw, and drawing as one of it's probably my top one of like in my top three passions. Video games, drawing, bike riding, or basketball. So but especially the last 3 years, like I like to draw. So it's gonna be like a semi type, tutorial like on how I draw. And the good thing about drawing, you can put your ideas on paper. Creativity, it's your ideas, you're putting it like on paper. And like I learned to draw from references. And shout out to Josh H. He recommended that I do drawing content. Thanks for the idea and a recommendation. And I like, share, subscribe, guys. Continue to share the video all over, and let me know. What do you guys I want to see like on my channel? What do you guys I want to see? I mostly do video game content, right? Where I show video game collection, game cases, and I talk about this game and that game, or past games, my video game experiences, video game consoles, and all that. So yeah, again, how I draw, and depending, this might be part one or part two or part three, depending. So yeah, this one here, like I'll just I'll show you guys quickly some of my past drawing. This one here is like a sort of futuristic type of engineer. The shelf is empty, like in the background for some reason, but like he's building like some sort of mech head or robot head. But that's what he is. He's like this mech builder engineer, and I made up the character like in my head. And a lot of times, like when you make up new characters, I forgot to, I forget to give them names. So yeah. So that's that one. So anyways, now, and I have another one here where, here's a nice one right here. Ooh, this one is very nice. Where I draw kind of like a female, kind of tribalistic character, right? A very nice portrait. The boobs, the brownish orange lipstick is pretty cool. The face mask. So yeah, so I'll just show you guys here how I draw, and I mostly draw. I'm drawing a lot of spaceships recently, and female characters in my head. But for this one, like I'll just show you quickly here, spaceship, and again, this might be part one, part two, depending on the, on which one, whichever one looks better like in video format. So, I start out like with this. I'm kind of like at this weird angle like my body, but okay, we can go like this. You draw this. I basically do this in pencil. Recently, I have been drawing in pen. I started, but with pen, you cannot erase your mistakes. So you just have to go with the flow if you mess up. So yeah, that way, and then up. So yeah, you cannot draw like some sort of a three-dimensional trapezoid. And again, this is a big piece of paper, 14 by 17-inch paper. So because I draw better when I have more space to draw. Okay, so we have here, this is gonna be the cockpit for the ship, and depending on what it is, a spaceship or made up airplane. And I am making this up as I go. This is my first time making this one. And then so you kind of three-dimensional trapezoid, or like a slanted rectangle. Then you come back down with some sort of a triangle, and you kind of use perspective as you go. So for example, up here, this is gonna be more towards you than up here, because this area is gonna be closer to you than here. So yeah, and this is not gonna be perfect. It's just gonna be a rough draft. It's just a rough draft. So you kind of draw like another trapezoid coming down here, as it is closer to the base of the ship. So yeah. And I hope, like I hope a drawing here will influence you guys to draw, And keep in mind, do start this with pencil. If you plan to draw, because pencil you can erase. With a pen and marker, you can't erase. Okay. So here, okay, I got the base. You kind of draw here. You kind of draw little dots down here. Come back down like this. And here's going to be a plain wing, some sort of wing. So you're going to kind of come back like so. You're going to draw like some sort of a cylinder starting out. A semi-cylinder. My straight lines are not going to be that good because I'm at this weird angle, but you kind of come up like this, and then for the ends you just kind of make like a triangular shape, and that's your wing. That's your first wing. Then for the engines, just draw some sort of cylinder. Just a cylinder to start out. So it's mostly knowing the shapes. It's mostly knowing the shapes. The engines may be like a bit too big, but again, just a rough draft. So yeah, you have your engine. Oh, that pencil broke, so I guess I gotta use this one. I don't have my pencil sharpener with me down here. Everything is upstairs, so we got at the cockpit here, and then I shade in at the cockpit. So this is where they're gonna look. Whosoever is flying it, the pilot, and I like to leave the center of the cockpit or a window, a cockpit. I want to leave the center of it light, so I just leave it white. So yeah, there we go. We're gonna draw a little bit more. We're gonna go a little bit further into it, and we're gonna draw. Wait, at the back. Let me finish off the back. And again, this is just a rough draft of a new idea. This is actually okay. And then down here, like you draw two kind of. You want to kind of draw two rectangles. Come up. And yeah. Okay. And you could draw a little bit of design, and a designer could be anything. Again, a creativity, and again, this may not look scientifically accurate on plane or spaceship, because again, it's my creativity. Like I am creating this new. This is my new idea of a spaceship. I have many other ideas out there of ships and tanks, space tanks, airplanes. So this is just a rough, a brand new idea. Kind of come back down. So that's the idea basically. That's the idea. I'm gonna shade in here a little bit. That's a basic idea. For a passenger seats, whenever like I draw passenger seats, it's gonna be a pen. That pencil is kind of. I just do like a little oval dot. So you'd have 4 here and 4 like on the other side, which you can't see, or 5 here, or whatever, 6 here on this side, and then 12 total passenger seats are to our whatever it is, you know. Or I could add more, 13, 14. So again, each side, the more like I put on this side, the more passengers. So again, if you have simple math, if you have 4 on this side, you're gonna have 8. So on. So yeah, that's a quick idea of like a spaceship design that I made up. I like to draw from this view, really, kind of like a three. I don't know what it's called. 3/4 view, like a 2/3 view or whatever. So yeah. Can shade in, and then after that though you can just add in like whatever design you want to add in. You could kind of put a line here. Oh wait, I got a good one. I got a good idea. And kind of a line here, triangular line. Some lines coming down in it. And again, I best to do this with pencil. I start with pencil first. And if you like what you draw, over time you can go like into pen. But again, pen is more riskier because you cannot. I cannot erase with this unless I have a high quality whiteout, which I don't. If I use this, you have to be exactly sure what you want to draw. But with pencil, you can draw, erase, simple. But with this, you gotta be careful. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Spaceship design, and then quickly here, like since it's 2 sides, right? I'll kind of use a ruler here to kind of gauge up. It goes up a little bit, so I'll kind of draw at the other side of the wing. Okay. I'm not exactly accurate, but anyways, yeah. Again, it's just some sort of a rough draft. It's just a rough draft. So something like that. It look at something like that. Then you would draw this on the other side. So on. So add a little design on here. Some curves. So on. And like when I draw, I struggle to finish my drawings. I finish it at 75% and then come back to it. But recently though, like I've tried to break in free of that bad habit. Like I'm trying to break that bad habit where I just sit down and finish the drawing completely. So yeah, that's basically it. How to draw, and let me know, do you guys draw? If so, what do you like to draw? And shout out again to Josh H. For the recommendation, and again, shout out to Radio Top 6. I thank you guys very much for watching, and that's basically it.